Today on Public Eye News, Northern Michigan University is partnering with cybersecurity company North Cross Group, and California Governor Gavin Newsom has recently vetoed a bill to help immigrants.
Later, Adam Diaz will have your weather for the weekend, and Max Stevens will have your sports update. Hi, I'm Nate Jacobs.
And I'm Scott Minshaw. Welcome to Public Eye News. Students at Northern Michigan University gathered on campus Wednesday night to remember and honor the life of late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. At the event, students saw a brief presentation about Ginsburg's life. Afterwards, the group watched the RGB biopic on the basis of sex. Organizers say they hope the students remember the impact she had on society. ASNMU President Emma Drever said, quote, "I think Ruth is a great source of inspiration. She faced a lot of different obstacles in her path to becoming a Supreme Court justice in a time when a lot of law schools weren't accepting a lot of women. So I think remaining passionate about the things you care about, no matter what you face, is really, really important," end quote. Northern Michigan University is partnering with cybersecurity company North Cross Group. The company, based in Maine, will establish a new location in Marquette as part of the partnership. NMU Corporate Engagement Director David Nyberg says the partnership will provide internship opportunities for students, as well as contribute to courses within the university's Upper Peninsula Cybersecurity Institute. According to North Cross Group President Christopher Bender, the program will also benefit the company. Bender said, quote, "We're doing very focused recruiting in and around the Cybersecurity Institute. We're also going to be looking to recruit full-time employees as well. So we're looking for people who are graduating or coming out of the program or recent grads of the program," end quote.
After a heavy storm ravaged the UP last Friday, officials in Lance and Baraga have been thanking the electrical line workers for their hard work. Lance suffered greatly after all 1,134 homes in the area lost power. Baraga had roughly 50 homes on top of that. According to Lance Village Manager Bob LaFave, it took their electrical crews tireless hours of nonstop work, along with the help of 16 other line workers responding to make the fixes needed. The storm caused multiple trees to topple over, falling on power lines and snapping poles, disrupting the service. Baraga reported having the power back around 3 a.m., while Lance resolved the issue by 8:30 a.m. the following morning. The city of Marquette is now offering absentee ballots available to Michigan voters. The process to obtain one includes submitting an official request before picking up the ballot at Marquette City Hall, located at 300 West Baraga Avenue. It's recommended that you call ahead to schedule an appointment. You can also submit a ballot online by going to mi.gov/vote. By mailing in your ballot, pick up the postage-free green envelope and place it in your mailbox or one of the 24-hour secure drop boxes found at either City Hall or the Municipal Service Center at 1100 Wright Street.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service personnel will apply lampricides to the Rapid River in Delta County in an effort to kill sea lamprey larvae burrowed in the stream bottom. According to the service, sea lamprey larvae live in certain Great Lakes tributaries and transform to parasitic adults that migrate to the Great Lakes and kill fish. Failure to kill the larvae in streams would result in significant damage to the Great Lakes fishery. Infested tributaries must be treated every 3 to 5 years with lampricides to control sea lamprey populations. Although it is noted that lampricide has gone under extensive research and that it is safe and environmentally sound. An Ishpeming Township ballpark next to the Ishpeming Township Town Hall has been closed due to vandalism and property damage. Ishpeming Township Police Chief Michael Kohler said there's spray paint and marker graffiti, boards ripped from the walls, and trash in the baseball dugouts. Additionally, one of the walking bridges was damaged and the pipes in the public bathrooms were ripped out, causing water to spill out everywhere. Kohler said, quote, "The basketball courts and the pavilion that were known to a lot of people will still remain open. However, the dugouts and secluded areas of the park will remain closed at this time," end quote. After this break, we will be back with your national and international news.
Prime Minister, we've got a really serious situation.
The high-speed plasma eruption is heading straight for us.
The storm will certainly cause huge damage. Some areas could be without power for months.
All the navigational systems are out.
This is now a national emergency.
We're the ones who have to make the decisions.
People are dying because of your government. This country's on the brink. I made a promise to the people, and I'm going to keep that promise.
Sunday night at 10 on WNMU-TV.
Welcome back. California Governor Gavin Newsom has recently vetoed a bill that had the opportunity to provide up to $600 to immigrants affected by the coronavirus. The proposed bill would have supported low-income immigrants with money for groceries, those both legal and illegal who were not eligible for the other assistance programs. The $600 would have been given on a debit card only to be used at stores that sell groceries. Governor Newsom recently passed a disaster relief for immigrants project that provided up to $500 in support to low-income people living in California illegally. All $75 million from that project has been spent. And today marks the first day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Senior medical correspondent Dr. Narula introduces us to a woman who knows firsthand that early detection saves lives.
What were your initial thoughts when you were told that you had breast cancer?
Well, I just said, here we go, it's my turn now.
63-year-old Norma Atwood has been giving mammograms for over 2 decades. She delayed her own routine screening in March because of the pandemic. And when she finally had her mammogram in May, she got the news she never wants her patients to hear.
Were you surprised to learn that something had developed there in the year since you'd had your prior mammogram?
Yes, but I've seen it happen many times.
And once you were diagnosed, you underwent a lumpectomy?
Yes, it was a grade 0.
Are you cancer-free today?
Yes.
If somebody says to you, I'm concerned about coming in because of COVID, I'm concerned about having a mammogram done, what is your advice?
We're safe, we take all precautions. I will even clean it in front of the patient for them to be reassured.
She works at Sutter's Alta Bates Summit Medical Center in Oakland, California, where 4,000 to 5,000 patients have postponed mammograms because of COVID-19. Sutter Health estimates that 20 to 25 of those patients could have cancer that's undiagnosed. Atwood's grateful she's not one of them. And she's determined to help increase screenings using a mobile mammography van that will soon visit underserved communities throughout the East Bay area.
Does this make you more able to tell other women that it's so critically important that they get their mammogram?
I have always told my patients the importance because I've seen it happen so many times. So this was no different. Do not wait over a year. Come in every year.
The White House is now backing a $400 a week stimulus check and is in talks of a $1.6 trillion COVID-19 relief bill. The offer by Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin on unemployment is higher than many Republicans would like to see in any potential COVID deal with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. After Pelosi said the new offer still fell short, White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany said the Speaker was not being serious in the negotiations. Mnuchin and Pelosi are scheduled to talk by phone early this afternoon, a Pelosi spokesman said. The Trump administration is pressing for an agreement, more so than any other Capitol Hill Republicans. She was an artist who was strong and invincible, and whose #1 hit empowered women all over the world. Helen Reddy died Tuesday in Los Angeles at the age of 78. CBS's Jamie Purkiss pays tribute.
Reddy became a feminist icon, singing the unofficial anthem of the women's rights movement.
Hear me roar in numbers too big to ignore.
She won a Grammy for the song in 1973.
And I would like to thank God because she makes everything possible.
And did I hear you say?
Reddy came to New York a single mom after winning a talent contest in her native Australia. She had dozens of hits, became a frequent guest on TV talk shows, and in 1977 starred as the lighthouse keeper in Disney's Pete's Dragon, earning an Academy Award nomination for Original Song.
I'll be your candle on the water.
Diagnosed with dementia in 2015, she never stopped fighting for women's rights.
I am woman.
In the beginning of her career, Reddy often repeated the words to herself,
I am strong,
inspiring the song that would later define her. Jamie Purkiss, CBS News.
According to the Irish Supreme Court, Subway bread is not bread. Due to the high quantities of sugar in their bread, it can no longer be classified as a staple food, which are tax exempt in Ireland. The law states that there is a distinct difference in the classification of baked goods and pastries as compared to their bread. Subway claims that their bread is fresh and baked daily in their respective stores. Due to the ruling coming from an outdated exemption made in 2012, Subway is reviewing the decision made on their bread. After this break, Adam will be back with weather and Max will be joining us for sports. Stay tuned.
Registering voters is a critical form of self-defense for those voters against campaigns that may look at them in a one-dimensional way. Young people are more powerful at the ballot box. A lot of them are Latinx voters. The critical point is going to be registering them to vote, connecting them to the process. Thanks for being a voter. Thanks for being a voter. Appreciate it.
Tuesday night at 9 on WNMU-TV.
And welcome back to your Public Eye News weather. I am Am Diaz, your weatherman today. Behind me is the sun is starting to pick up on the NMU campus, bringing nice sunshine and smiles onto the campus. And starting to look at our current conditions, we're going to be some more showers. The temperature at 46 degrees, winds north at 20 miles an hour, barometric pressure at 30.05 and rising. Taking a look at tonight, we're going to be looking at some more showers. The low of 37 degrees, winds north at 16 miles an hour. Taking a look at tomorrow, some more showers here and there. Have the high of 43, the winds at north at 9 miles an hour. Taking a look across our UP, where the sun is starting to come through a little bit, but we're having clouds everywhere. Starting at Sault Ste. Marie, Escanaba, and Manistee are all at 49, Menominee at 50, jumping over to Iron Mountain at 48, Ironwood at 42, Houghton at 44, and beautiful Marquette at 46. Taking a look into your week ahead, we're going to be looking at Saturday, the high of 46, the low of 36, and cloudy. Sunday, the high of 48, the low of 37, and showers. Monday, the high of 56, the low of 47, and partly cloudy. And tossing it over to your sports with Max Stevens.
Yes, thank you, Adam. Last night, the NBA Finals between the Miami Heat and LA Lakers got underway, and things couldn't have gotten off to a much rougher start for the Miami Heat. Not only did the Heat get blown out 116-98, but they also saw Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo go down with injuries. In the second quarter, while driving against Rajon Rondo, Dragic suffered a plantar tear in his left foot. He didn't exit the game right away, but also did not return after halftime. Adebayo headed back to the locker room himself with just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter after suffering a shoulder injury. Adebayo had previously injured his shoulder in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals series against Boston, but played through it with few issues. When asked about Adebayo's injury after the game, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra said he was unsure if it was a new injury or just an aggravation of a previous one. With the Lakers holding the 1-0 series lead, Game 2 is set for tomorrow night. Last night, 3 MLB teams punched their tickets to advance to the ALDS. The Houston Astros picked up a 3-1 win over the Minnesota Twins, extending the Twins' historic playoff losing streak to 18 games in order to advance. They'll face the winner of today's Game 3 between the Oakland Athletics and Chicago White Sox in the ALDS. The AL's top-seeded Tampa Bay Rays also advanced yesterday with an emphatic 8-2 win over the Toronto Blue Jays. There, they will face the New York Yankees, who punched their ticket to the ALDS with a win in the longest 9-inning game in MLB history, as their 10-9 win over the Cleveland Indians clocked in at a total of 4 hours and 50 minutes long. On the National League side, the Atlanta Braves also moved on to the NLDS with a 5-0 win over the Cincinnati Reds. They await the winner of the Cubs-Marlins series. And tonight, NFL fans will be treated to a matchup of the cellar-dwelling New York Jets and the Denver Broncos, who are off to an equally rough start. Both teams enter the game with 0-3 records with some serious question marks on offense. The Jets have been unable to score any more than 17 points in a game to this point of this season and are coming off back-to-back weeks where the Jets' offense was only able to score a single touchdown. The Broncos, on the other hand, are down to their third-string quarterback in Brett Rypien, and running back Philip Lindsay is officially listed as questionable, but is unlikely to play as he's still recovering from a foot injury he suffered in the season opener. Whichever team loses tonight falls to 0-4 and puts themselves in the driver's seat towards securing the top overall draft pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Kickoff tonight is set for 8:20. And with that, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks so very much for joining us on this edition of Public Eye News. We'll see you all tomorrow. What?
The preceding program was produced by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television, in studios located in Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall.